editors of Spirit Lake Review has instilled in us a sense of investment and passion for the magazine. Our goal with this project is to bring forth ways to make Spirit Lake Review the best possible literary magazine for this school and surrounding community.
Through research into the 25 other UW system magazines and practical, hands-on experience with UW-Baraboo County's own Spirit Lake Review, we have compiled data that points to specific changes that must be made to ensure that Spirit Lake Review continues to grow and evolve as a premier UW publication, rather than be left in the dust of other UW system literary magazines.
In addition to thriving as a campus publication, we hope to see Spirit Lake Review grow into an active part of arts and literature in Baraboo, Sauk County. This may be familiar to some of you. For others, we would like to start with a brief history and overview of UW-BSC's magazine. It was founded in 2004 as an extracurricular project headed by Dwyer and the late Michael Connell. It was not quite a club and not yet a class. The next year, it was made into an independent study credit, and in 2006, it became the class it is today.
Before now, publishing has been funded only under special circumstances. A combination of funds earmarked for the now-defunct Chant newspaper, donations from local businesses, and specially requested seg fees have allowed for a limited printing of glossy editions. Otherwise, publishing relies solely upon the charity of capital newspapers. In 2014, we will begin the semester with 0 funds unless a dedicated printing budget is established.
Spirit Lake Review has already undergone some major changes in the past 2 years. In response to the growing prevalence of social media, Spirit Lake Review has established a presence on Facebook and has utilized the library's Spirit Blog platform to engage readers in every step of the magazine's creation. Spring 2012 was the first semester we requested donations from local businesses, receiving $585 and allowing us to evolve past the newsprint format. Unfortunately, it was not enough to fund color printing. This semester, we are excited to open the submission pool to the local community and UW-Baraboo County alumni. Facebook was instrumental in spreading the word, and we got some amazing artwork and literature submissions from people who previously had been barred from inclusion in the magazine. As we continue to accept submissions outside the current student body, the magazine will continue to grow into a premier publication.
As you can see, the majority of UW campuses offer students the opportunity to participate in both a classroom and club setting. There are many benefits of doing it this way. When offered as a class, students are able to earn credits for their hard work. This encourages consistent attendance and participation. They can use the class toward an emphasis in writing attached to their associate's degree. Students are allowed to take the class more than once because the content is always changing. The repeatability of the class increases a sense of investment in veteran students. This will be amplified now that UW-Baraboo County offers a bachelor's degree. UW-Baraboo County currently offers Spirit Lake Review only as a class. If a club were created for the fall semester, there would be numerous benefits. Students would be involved throughout the year. A year-round presence would keep readers engaged. Students with heavy course loads could participate as they are able. The club would also allow for more time for students to coordinate events and fundraisers. According to our research, the majority of campuses maintained an average of 5 to 10 student editors. This includes even 4-year universities with larger student bodies. Every year, Professor Dwyer is able to recruit 10 to 15 student editors. Even though a healthy class size at UW-Baraboo County is normally considered 20 to 30 students, studies show that a smaller team is often a more effective team. As Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon.com, has popularly stated, a good team can be fed on 2 pizzas. Ours usually takes about 4.
As you can see, whether or not the campus is a 2-year or a 4-year, the majority of UW schools have a budget of more than $1,000. UW-Baraboo County is the only magazine without an annual printing budget, and the only magazine which currently prints on newsprint. Where do these other campuses get their money? 42% receive seg fees for student organizations, but English department support, and fundraising are also important resources. Some of the larger magazines sell ad space and solicit subscription fees, but we feel that it is important to keep Spirit Lake Review free to all and non-commercial.
Every year, Spirit Lake Review receives beautiful color art, like this painting by Tiara Jackson from the spring 2013 issue. The image is recognizable in black and white, but loses much of the detail and eye-catching vibrance. 62% of UW magazines print in color, including many of the two-year campuses. Upon requesting a quote from Badger Printing in Portage, Wisconsin, we learned it would have cost about $2,200 to print this year's issue in color.
This year's expansion to include community submissions is not uncommon among many UW magazines. Over half of respondents already allow submissions from outside their campuses. In addition, we found that all but 3 of the magazines allow submissions from the student editors. The exceptions are UW-Oshkosh and UW-Madison, 2 of the largest universities. The third, UW-Richland, is unique because the magazine is not run by students, but by faculty and staff. All campuses who accept submissions from editors use a blind reading and voting system. UW-Baraboo Sauk County is fortunate to utilize the generosity of the English department, who read and vote on the editor's submissions.
What does all this mean for Spirit Lake Review? What can we use from what we've learned? We believe that a fall semester club would be an excellent tool for fundraising, consistent website activity, and earlier notice for potential contributors. In the spring, we often only have a couple of weeks between the initial request for submissions and the deadline. A club would also keep an ongoing presence on campus year-round, with a possibility for events which we are too busy to coordinate in the spring. Establish an annual budget. As we've mentioned, UW-Baraboo County is the only school that does not have funds allocated toward printing. This must change if we are to release a high-quality magazine, which we can all be proud of every year. Color printing is an important component of this, though we still need money to maintain the level of quality that we began in 2011, the ones that you see on the table. As we've mentioned, we should continue to involve community and alumni. Finally, a literary magazine takes more than just writing talent. Graphic design, computer knowledge, communication, public relations, and marketing, these are all integral parts of producing a magazine. Students from any major are an asset to the process and should be encouraged to join. We would like to see UW-Baraboo County consider the possibility of opening up the class